What's up, guys? David Action Jackson coming at you live, representing Action Jack's Fitness. So this isn't gonna be part two of my video from like a few days ago. Actually, it's gonna be like a response video to my pacemakers and exercise fear in itself video. One of those ones. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go through my playlist. You'll be able to find it like living with the pacemaker or life with the pacemaker, something like that. But anyways, to start the video off, so in the past, I made a couple of videos about like having a pacemaker and the types of things I can and can't do while having it. And so I wanted to talk about some of the responses I got in one of my videos that said it was full of bad information. Another person said I was just rambling. And so to respond to those, because I was looking at the comment section, and at first I didn't really want to make a video about it, but I feel like it's been bugging me for a while, like since last year. So I might as well just make the video and get it out the way. So one of the people that commented, there's like two people. One of them was bragging, and the other one was just like telling me like, "Oh, it's just bad information and this and that." Now, a couple people defended me in that video, and or at least in the comment section, and I appreciate that because it's like the information that I'm talking about, or the things I say about it, it's all like it's raw information. It's not like I looked the stuff up. Like this is stuff I had to learn from and stuff I had to do and to experience before I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a video about it. But so to start it off, I just turned 26 in September, and one of the people that commented, he said he just turned 26. Now this is about 2 years ago, so it's probably like 28 or 29. Well, 27, either 28 or 29 by now. And the reason why I say that is because it was around 2018, I believe, when they commented, but they were already 26. But that's besides the point. So they said that they wanted to know, because they just got a pacemaker, they wanted to know what kinds of exercises that they can do. Since I guess it was like post surgery. Now I've done a range of different exercises, and it's all about limits, to be honest. A lot of people are cocky, I guess, when it comes to working out because they ego lift. Now, I won't say do that. Don't ever be cocky. Don't ever ego lift, because cockiness and ego lifting, they're in the same boat, I guess. And basically, like, because when you're cocky, you try to do things that other people do that you probably have never done before, or things that you probably have done before, but it's not as you're not as proficient at it as someone else might be. Ego lifting is just you're lifting weight that literally you can't lift, and or how I look at it is like you say you lift one weight, but then you don't lift that weight, and I guess other people see that you've never lifted that weight before. But ultimately both of those ways could lead to an injury, and so one of the things that I feel that a lot of people should do is just like experiment. Now there are some exercises that I won't do. I'll list those right now. I'll just say them because I'm not taping this on my laptop or anything like that. I'm using my phone, and so I don't have any like editing software to put like exercises, like a list of exercises that either like somewhere on the screen. But so first, I don't recommend doing like behind the neck presses. And the reason why I say that is because you have, like, if you have a pacemaker or ICD or something like that, any kind of machine that's like up here in the clavicle region, or you literally have to go and stretch your arms back. Now, I'm not stretching my right arm back as far, but my left arm is back. It's like a normal range of motion. My right arm, or my left I'm getting my own self mixed up. My left arm, I'm not stretching it as far back, but the right arm is like it's back there. So it's like regular range of motion versus like partial range of motion because not only there's two reasons why I say partial. First is my pacemaker. I can't stretch it as far back. Like even when I do chest presses, I go about as far as I can. And sometimes I'll arch my arms or like bend my arms and just go like that. Chest presses, flies, both exercises, same range of motion. Um, it's it's all about like I said, limits, what you can and can't do. Now, I won't say behind the neck pro. I will say behind the neck presses because I I can't do the whole full range of motion. Then there's my pacemaker, and at the same time, I I already said posted a video about this a while ago, a couple years ago. But I tore the soft tissue in my left shoulder while I was working at Wendy's, and the pain it was intense. It was very intense. Now I don't have that same pain. It's like I still feel it, but it's not as like bothersome as it was before. I did do physical therapy, and then I did my own therapy to try to at least like ease it a little bit. I've never had surgery for it, and don't plan on having surgery for my shoulder to be honest, because I can't afford that. I can't afford that, and I really feel like if you could fix it as much as you can, then do that. But anyways, so besides that, there's bench pressing. Now, bench pressing it depends on like how much weight you're doing because I personally, if you drop the bar on your chest, it's totally up to you how that plays out because I feel like I see a lot of people when they bench press, they don't do like the um I guess a neutral position when they bench press. It's more like their arms are flared out and so they're like up here instead of like right here and then they go straight out. Um Now I'd understand it if you were doing like incline bench because it's like your arms are right here and you're going straight up versus like right here or decline when your body's angled more down, you have to go at a more like a more your hands gonna be lower than your chest basically, lower than your pecs, and you're just going more towards the lower pec region. But personally, I'd rather do chest presses and flies because at least you can semi balance the weight, and there's machines that can help you balance the weight. And at the same time, you can't move one without the other, and that's just on certain machines. Now, um, bench pressing, sometimes when you flare your arms out, there's a bigger chance or a higher chance that you could injure your lat. You can injure your deltoid, and I just feel like a lot of people don't really bench press with proper form. They just bench press just to bench press. So like they see how other people are holding the bar, and they'll struggle. I'm not one to really judge people's form. I mean, I feel like people should use proper form, and at least practice the exercise to get an idea of how to properly do it. But there's times where that isn't even a factor. Like sometimes it just depends on the individual's preference because a lot of people don't bench press properly. It's like any other exercise, a lot of people don't perform on properly. And then it's just like there's different reasons. Now, when it comes to like behind the neck squats, like or behind the neck, I hate to say it, but back squats or yeah, squatting in general. Again, there's the range of motion. Now, I don't mind trying to do squats, but the last time I squatted, I hex squatted recently, like within the last 2 months, but I did around 400 pounds, which in my opinion that's good enough. Like I'm not trying to like get any records or anything like that. It's just so I want to build on my leg strength, um, and get bigger legs. But at the same time, I haven't back squatted in a while because I can't keep the bar. Like if the bar falls back, and my hand catches on the bar and I can't move my hand or maneuver my hand from underneath the bar, I'm going down and I'm probably not going to get back up. Now, I'm not saying I'm weak or in any way, shape, or form because I can squat almost 300 pounds, but I'm not. Well, actually, I could probably squat a little bit more than that. Right now, I don't think about squatting. The most weight I've ever squatted was 485 pounds, and that's just like behind the neck regular just squats. Um, right now though, because I'm scared. I'm scared to do squats just because I feel like um that I can't support the weight on my left side as much as I can on my right side, and typically um it's a lot harder to like balance it when one side feels way heavier than the other side. Um, let's I guess talk about like bench pressing is probably the same way. Even like with chest presses, like uh there's a number of different things you can do to like kind of work on the imbalance part of it, but it it just depends on, I guess, levels of like, yeah, levels and limits. So, yeah. um Another thing I want to say is, well, let's. I guess that's probably like my only things. It's just like the things to, I get try to avoid. There are things that you could do, like if you can't do a certain exercise, you could substitute it. And I feel like I've seen in situations where like people will just continue the same repetitious movements every week, and if there's not an accessory or like a machine or something like free weights or whatever available, there's always plates, there's easy bars, there's just different things you could do. Even like I hate to say it, but push-ups, um uh different things like pull-ups. If you can't support your weight, because I know I weigh 200 pounds right now. I cannot support my weight. Like the most pull-ups that I can do currently is around probably 30 or 40 straight, if that. If not that, probably like 25 to 30. And I just like, I don't know, I feel like I'm too heavy to support my weight, even though I know pull ups aren't that hard. But then there's different variations of pull ups to do. Like there's ones where you're on like the squat rack, and it's that lower part of the bar, the squat rack. So like the safety bar and the bar itself, or safety bars and the bar itself, the weighted bar, they're at a lower position, and so you could just pull yourself straight up. Now, personally, I'd rather do that than try to do the ones where it's elevated and you have to like jump up and go behind the head or go in front of you, because some people can't even do that. There's assisted pull ups, uh, all kinds of things. Now, one of the exercises that I used to do a few years ago, this is like 2012 ish, like 2012 to like 2014, I was doing dips, and I was scared to do them. I'm not gonna lie, because the just the whole like going behind me, the range of motion behind me and going down, like I could feel it working out my chest, but at the same time my triceps too. And I just felt that pull, and I was just uncomfortable with doing it because I didn't know how much further I could go before I started feeling really uncomfortable. I know you should work outside your comfort zone, but sometimes even that's a problem. Um, so besides all that, one of the responses I got was that um, everything is fair game. No overhead presses, no behind the neck presses or whatever, um, deadlifting, squatting, blah blah blah. All the, I guess, uh, what is it? All the Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank on what the exercises are called. Um, compound movements, all the compound movements, all the like the basic movements. Now you can do those. It's just again, it's based on limits. Um, in the past, I guess like because I was younger back then. I'm 26 now. When I first got my pacemaker, I was 14. So I have some knowledge now. I have a lot more understanding of what I can and can't do. And personally, um, I don't feel like people should brag about the things that they can do because the guy that commented, apparently he was a power lifter. Now I saw some of his exercises, and personally, I mean, if you can do exercises like that, like I don't do deadlifts that often. I don't do overhead presses that often. Now if I do shoulder presses, or like yeah, just shoulder presses, I only use machines. I only use machines because there's like the balance for a machine is way simpler than it would be for like dumbbells or a bar, because a bar, you have that off chance of you lifting it and if you fall forward. A machine, well, with dumbbells you can go and like try to balance it, and sometimes you might drop the dumbbells. Now a machine, you're sitting down. You're sitting down. You got the bars right here. There's two ways that you can hold the bar, and literally, you're just pushing up. You're pushing up, pushing up, and it's not that complicated. Um, I won't ever make fun of how much weight anyone can do because I feel like we've all started somewhere. We all end somewhere. A lot of people, personally, I've seen give up, and I'm never gonna be that person. Now, I don't feel as if showing off is a good thing, because sometimes showing off could, it's like sending a signal from your uh what is it, it's like giving sending out the message that ego lifting is fine. Ego lifting is fine. Doing all those lifts without thinking about whether I could do them or not is fine, and it's not okay. It's not okay. It never will be okay, because some people will brag. I don't know if you guys ever watched any of those like ego lifting videos on YouTube. I always advocate don't ego lift, because it's that off chance that you'll end up getting hurt, and typically, if you like you're influenced by other people that ego lift, and then that's a problem. And I don't feel like that should be the case. I feel like if you're gonna like lift any type of weight, think about it before you do it. Even practice the movement, because the movement itself is probably the easy part. It's the doing the movement is the hard part. Like picking which movements are safe, which ones aren't safe. But yeah, that's it. Um, okay, so I guess that's probably like the biggest part of the video. But anyways, if you guys want to know any more things about like what the types of exercises you could do, types of like machines I think are the safest to use, I'm gonna go ahead and make a video about that. But comment down below, let me know what you think is the most helpful part of the video. If you can like um keep track of the video basically, but go back in my other videos and check those ones out, because I've got a lot of information about like pacemakers. I'm not science based, but like just personal experience. But anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video, which is probably be in the morning. Like right now it is 11:02 at night. It's January 12th, I believe. Yeah, January 12th. But I'll see you guys in the morning. Please hit that like button, as well as subscribe, because I might not have like a bunch of subscribers, but I do know, after seeing that 25,000 people have watched my videos, that's probably the most in that itself is amazing. Like I might not have a million subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, 100 subscribers, but I'm humbled at the fact that a lot of you guys actually watch my videos. But anyways, I just want to say thank you and happy New Year to anyone who hasn't had a happy New Year yet, because I know my year hasn't been that great yet, but to start off at least. But I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm out.